What happens when one of the biggest music icons in the world shows up at a festival looking absolutely breathtaking? To show her support for her longtime partner, A$AP Rocky, Rihanna made a stunning appearance at the Rolling Loud Festival in Los Angeles. She was there to show her support for Rocky, and she turned heads with her appearance. The 37-year-old global superstar, who is widely recognized for chart-topping hits such as Pon de Replay and Umbrella, appeared to be nothing short of radiant in a navy blue ensemble that was the ideal complement to her skin tone. A long skirt with a daring thigh-high slit that exposed her toned legs and a pair of elegant strappy sandals were the components of the ensemble that she wore. The back of the skirt featured delicate sheer lace, which offered a subtle glimpse of her toned figure, and a black thong. This added an additional touch of allure to the appearance of the skirt. Her hair was styled in a sleek shoulder-length cut with a slight flip at the ends, and she wore a stylish blue bomber jacket to complement the look. Rihanna once again demonstrated why she continues to be regarded as a legend in the fashion and music industries by demonstrating that she is effortless, self-assured, and undeniably stunning. On the other hand, was this merely another glamorous appearance at a festival, or was there something much more significant involved in Rihanna's presence that evening? Despite the fact that her impeccable style was a major highlight, the event itself carried an even more profound significance. It was a moment of celebration, marking the rapper's triumphant return to the stage after a legal battle that had been looming over him for years. Rihanna and Rocky were performing at a festival, but this was more than just another festival appearance. Rocky entered the stage as the night's headliner, and he delivered a tremendous 13-song set that had the crowd shouting. The excitement at the festival was electrifying as Rocky took the stage. However, beyond the music, there was a sense of relief and appreciation in the air. This was due to the fact that just a few days prior, he had been cleared of 2 serious felony assault charges. These charges had the potential to throw him behind prison for decades. However, how did A$AP Rocky find himself in the heart of such a significant court dispute of this magnitude? A$AP Rocky and his former friend, A$AP Rocky, were involved in an incident that occurred in Hollywood in 2021, which led to the formation of this case. Rocky allegedly put Relly's life in jeopardy by firing a semi-automatic weapon at him during a violent altercation, according to the allegations made by the prosecution. Rocky's defense attorney, Joe Tacopina, however, deconstructed the allegations by suggesting that Relly had invented the charges in an effort to extort money from the rapper. Tacopina's argument was successful in disproving the allegations. After an intense 3-week trial, the jury, consisting of 5 men and 7 women, ultimately ruled in Rocky's favor, declaring him not guilty. The verdict was a major victory, not just for Rocky, but also for Rihanna, their family, and his entire fan base. Would you stand by your partner through a high-profile legal battle? Throughout the grueling trial, Rihanna did exactly that. She stood unwaveringly by Rocky's side, offering her support every step of the way. The singer was seen attending many court sessions, typically seated near Rocky's sister, Erica B. Meyers, and their mother, Renee Black. Her attendance in the courtroom made news, especially when she opted to bring their 2 young children, Arza and Riot Rose, to the proceedings during final arguments. Was this a statement to the world that she and Rocky were in this fight together as a family? It was a bold and significant gesture, emphasizing that this was not merely a legal battle. It was a struggle for their future. When the final verdict was announced, emotions ran high. As soon as Rocky was ruled not guilty, he raced into Rihanna's arms, filled with relief, while she broke down in tears. Can you imagine the weight of that moment? It was a highly personal and heartbreaking sequence, one that underlined the strength of their friendship and the intensity of the struggle they had endured together. In his first comment following the acquittal, Rocky expressed his profound thanks, stating, "I cannot express how relieved I am, especially for our family." Who actually gets the credit for this victory? Rocky expressed his gratitude to the jury for their verdict. Nevertheless, the individual he bestowed the greatest credit on was his formidable attorney, Joe Tacopina, whose expertise and unrelenting defense allowed him to be released from prison. Joe showed me why he is regarded as the best trial lawyer in the nation. On the other hand, how did Rocky and Relly's friendship become so strained? In addition, the trial shed light on the strained relationship that existed between the two individuals who had been close friends in the past. Both had existed together for a considerable amount of time and had been members of the ASAP mob, which was a collective that was established in New York in the year 2005. However, during the course of their friendship, it had become increasingly strained, and the prosecution said that envy was a significant factor in the deterioration of their relationship. Is it true that this was about justice, or was it more about getting revenge? Relly stated during the trial that Rocky had fired at him during their confrontation in 2021, grazing his knuckles with bullets. Relly's testimony was presented throughout the trial. Tacopina, on the other hand, vigorously rejected these charges, portraying Relly as a liar who was looking to obtain financial benefit from the rapper. What comes next for Rihanna and A$AP Rocky now that they have successfully navigated the legal process? The fans are excited to find out what the future holds for the power couple now that they are finally able to move on with their future plans. The question that is maybe the most crucial is how they have been altered as a result of this encounter. When a person is confronted with a legal struggle of this size, it has the potential to alter their outlook on life, relationships, and trust. Has this allowed them to become even closer to one another? In spite of intensive media attention, a high-profile trial, and the pressures of celebrity, Rihanna and Rocky have remained steadfast in their support for one another, demonstrating that their love, resiliency, and unflinching support are more powerful than they have ever been. Do you have any thoughts? When it comes to Rocky's acquittal, do you think it was appropriate? Would it be appropriate for Rihanna and Rocky to name their fourth child after their attorney? And most importantly, do you believe that this indicates that we will at long last hear new music from Rihanna? In the comments section below, please share your ideas. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.